Mia Honaker, and this is my mom, Peggy Somerville. Say hi, Mom.
Hi.
So we're here today to make dumplings in Korean, which are called Mandu. Korean cuisine offers a beautiful harmony of flavors, colors, taste, tradition, as many other countries in Asia do as well with their dumplings. So Mandu is a common food that is in Korea. It's eaten by the family, especially in holidays like the New Year, Lunar New Year, the calendar New Year, and they put it in a soup also for the New Year. That's a white soup, which means pure and clean to start a new year, called Mandu guk. But we're going to make Mandu today. So what we're going to do first is we have a variety of ingredients. The recipes can vary. Families have different recipes and traditional recipes and non-traditional fusions and all that kind of stuff that you can make. So what we're going to do is make my family's traditional Mandu recipe. So it's not really a recipe. It's like most mothers, it's a pinch of this and a pinch of that. I'm going to later give you a link to a common recipe that is pretty easy to follow so you can make Mandu at home. You can also buy them pre-frozen at most of the Korean markets that are here in the area. They have frozen ones that you can make also at home. So Mom, we're going to start. So we have a variety of ingredients, and what we have is we have some ground beef, and you can use pork, shrimp, beef. We use ground beef, or you can make it all vegetable. So we have some ground beef, and in the ground beef we have some salt and pepper. Taste it how you like. And we use in it, you put this flavoring. It's a little like a unami mushroom, like unami seasoning that they have at the Korean market. So you can buy this at the market. You can add in ginger. We have ginger.
No, onion.
So you got ginger and garlic.
Got it.
So we're going to add some garlic. So go ahead, Mom. You mix. So you just mix this up.
Okay.
And then she has some bok choy. What you do with the bok choy is you take it and you chop it up really fine, and then you boil it. Blanch it in a few minutes in hot water until it's cooked, and then you just take it in a towel and you squeeze all the liquid out. So it's important that you don't have excess liquid in your Mandu, because when you cook it, it'll explode with that extra liquid in it. So you want to make sure you have dry. And most of these you can find at most American markets, but we do in the Dayton area have two Korean, Japanese, Asian markets here called Hanguk, Oriental Market, and the Pleasing Market. These are something that you can make as a whole family. You can get everybody involved in the stuffing of Mandu, because it can be a long process. So the more hands, the better. So you mix.
That doesn't have to do first.
All right.
Second time all together.
Okay, so you're going to mix the meat.
Yeah, wait. Okay, I leave it here. Black pepper, then
Garlic and salt,
salt,
and then some sesame oil.
sesame. Then, that's all. You have to all mix that.
So you mix the meat until it's thoroughly mixed in.
You got too much here.
And you can steam, you can fry them, you can, we like to steam them and then eat them that way. That way you don't have the extra oil, but you can pan fry them, you can deep fry them. And like I said, you can also put Mandu in soups. So we have a rice cake soup that I mentioned earlier called Mandu guk that is eaten at New Year's traditionally. And that is just soups made with a beef broth, and you put some seaweed, egg, rice cake, and then you put in some Mandu in there. And that we eat that every year for New Year's. Like I said, most of these ingredients you can find at American markets as well. So, but again, we are lucky to have quite a few Asian markets in this part of the city. Okay, so once you mix this in,
Oh, no, yeah.
so
See, you gotta.
what you can do, for those of us who are not yet
Keep it on one side.
are seasoned cooked, you can take a little bit of that hamburger mixture, fry it up, and then taste it, so that way you can taste the seasoning amount. After a while, you get the hang of making your recipes.
Yeah, now everything in the plate.
So now what she's gonna do is mix the vegetable part. So this is the chopped and ringed out bok choy.
There's some cabbage in it.
And this is chopped cabbage
Yeah, cabbage chop.
that she's going to wring out as well, because again, you don't want extra liquid in your mandu, in your dumplings, in any dumplings, not just mandu, because extra liquid in the mandu or dumplings when you cook makes them expand and explode. And you want them to stay closed.
See, this one have the water.
So you just take a kitchen towel and you wring them out till the excess liquid is gone. So we have our chopped cooked bok choy, our chopped cabbage. Here too we have some more onions, green onions, and scallions. We have some what looks like Korean chives. Chives. We have some diced carrots. We have tofu. And then we have, these are dried shiitake mushrooms, black mushrooms. And then you soak them in hot water for about 30 minutes, and then you drain them, and they rehydrate into the black mushrooms. The wrappers that you'll use are gyoza or pot stick wrappers. Gyoza is dumplings in Japan, so that's another name for a version of dumplings. And you can find these at most of the markets as well. So you're going to mix your bok choy and your cabbage is already in there.
Okay, this is Korean onion.
So these are chives.
Yeah.
So you're going to mix those.
There's an onion. Green onion.
Green onions or scallions. Again, she just eyes the amounts. I will share a recipe that you can follow.
Carrots.
And then finally chopped up carrots. Here's the garlic.
이거 좀 switch it. You brown that brown.
So we're going to take the little food chopper. She's going to chop up these mushrooms, the dried black mushrooms. In the package you see,
Yeah.
while she's chopping that up, I'll show you the package. It says black fungus. So that's what she uses. And then the powder is called dashi no moto. So you can buy that at the market. But if you can't find that at the market, it's also available on Amazon. Amazon has all kinds of stuff you can order as well. So we're going to add in the chopped black fungus. You want garlic? So there's the garlic.
Yeah, already have a onion.
Okay, so there is the chopped onion. Just a white onion, finely chopped. And then you add the dashi no moto to this. It's like a unami seasoning that you can get. And she just mixes this all up. Excuse me. So we're gonna clear some areas here. some sesame oil. Again, with Korean cooking, you season as you go. So every part of it gets seasoned.
Any Mia will like.
So now we have the tofu. So let me clear some stuff off. So you drain the tofu. Clear some space so we can make some mandu
What's the color?
in that bowl. And kula means rag in Korean. So when you hear so again, like the vegetables, you need to put the tofu, and she uses as a soft tofu. She takes the tofu and she puts it in the rag, and then she just squeezes out that. You can also do that ahead of time by placing the tofu between a towel and then something heavy on top and let it sit for 15-20 minutes while it drains. So you just put the soft tofu in, and it's soft so it'll crumble. So you mix everything together.
And is it good?
Yeah, it's very. Remember what I said about Korean cuisine being not only very flavorful and seasoned well, it's also very beautiful and harmonizing. With you need to see with your eyes, you taste with your eyes as well as your mouth. So sit here.
Good taste there.
So you see, and you can taste this as you go to see if it's seasoned right. But that's what it looks like. See the rainbow colors with the vegetables? So that's your vegetables. So what she's adding is salt, just salt to taste. Sitting for a little while. That's fine. So you add the meat, and you're just going to mix everything together. And it's okay that the meat is raw. When you don't need to cook the meat ahead of time, it'll cook as you're cooking the mandu. I know that was always some concerns about. You can put in cooked meat, but you don't normally. That will fall apart. The raw meat going in holds it together better when you're cooking it. You can get a steaming basket. They have bamboo baskets, but we have this pot, and it just looks like it's a double boiler system. So it's got a steamer basket, and then the hole. So you just fill up the bottom and start heating that up. And she's gonna start. She'll get that ready once everything is mixed. So now to fold the dumplings or the mandu, like I said earlier, make it a family event. So this is Aiden, my nephew. He's going to join us in folding mandu. Now he's never folded them before, so this is his first time. There's a couple of things you can do. You can use your hands and fold them. You can also get this tool, Amazon again. This tool, it's a little dumpling maker that you can use. It looks like this with ridges. So what we're going to do is you just lay them out, accordion type like this, and then you take the egg wash and you just brush the edges. Upside down here. So brush the edges, and then Aiden, you go ahead and start. And I'm going to use the dumpling maker.
It's not. Why it not?
So, using the dumpling maker, you just do the edge, and you take a spoonful, and then with the dumpling maker, you squeeze it like this. And Aiden is taking a spoonful, and then he's just hand pinching them. And then you just pinch it till all the edges. So you can make little fancy edges with the dumpling maker like that, making them. And to cook them.
现在好I do.
So this is how,
天天
show the camera, Mom. So you can, so this is how she folds them. They're like little half moon shapes. And you want to make sure all the edges are pinched and that all the air is out of them. Otherwise they'll pop open when you cook. And then you just keep folding them, and we will be back with on how to cook them. Okay, so you cook them in the double boiler, so you get the water going on high, steaming, and then you put a cheesecloth over the holes, so that way if it does fall apart, they don't fall in and they don't also stick to the pan. So you put the uncooked mandu, which is right here, into the pot, and you cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes until the filling is completely
Yeah, wow,
cooked
what's my
through.
water? Oh, yeah.
Then you just take them out, and you just need to be careful because they're delicate. And then once they cool, you can pan fry them. You can take the steamed ones and you can pan fry them. A little bit of oil to get crispy on the outside. You can also take the raw ones, or even the steamed ones, and then deep fry. Deep fry them. I have even made them in the air fryer too, at times. So those are the cooked ones. And then you will place the raw ones. Make sure they're not touching each other. In a single layer. And it's hot, so be careful because there's steam coming up. So that's good. And then you just put the lid on. The lid. And then you will just cook these.
I need more water.
Okay, I know, hold on. You just hold on, Mom. You put these for 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you let those cook, and while these are cooling, and then we have some already made here that Aiden and I are going to try them out. So that's what they look like when they come out. So these are steamed. Again, you can fry them, you can deep fry them. So here's one for you, Aiden, and one for me. And Mom, what do you say? Mom. Say,
맛있게 드세요.
which means enjoy good food. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Say bye.
Bye. 안녕히 계세요.
Bye.